I'm Mr. Duda with STEM with Mr. Duda, and today we're going to go through a very quick project called Basic Ring. It's one of the TinkerCAD 3D projects. Maybe you're doing it for class. Maybe you want to make a ring for fun. Um, Actually, I haven't printed one of these, but maybe I wonder how strong they are. Maybe you can print one and see. So the way we start, we log into TinkerCAD. You can log in with Google. It's just tinkercad.com. You may have a dashboard with a bunch of stuff you've made. You may not. It's really dependent on if you've created anything or not. You'll click Learn. Make sure this is on 3D. If you haven't done my starter lesson, please check out the videos and follow along. Click on Lessons. I have videos on all of these. We'll need to click See All Lessons. I also have some videos on Die from Scratch, Saw-Shaped Wrench, Simple Heart Ring, and maybe some more by the time you've seen this. We're going to click on Basic Ring. Restart the project for me. That way we're starting from scratch, making it nice and easy. And then just click on the name here. Start. Make sure you're using a mouse. A mouse is definitely the best way to do this. It's very hard to use just with a keyboard. So they want us to draw a cylinder to the work plane and make it a hole. Now it's funny because I'll tell you right now, we could just drag the tube in and make this ring very quickly, but I like that they're teaching you the skills of this. So let's start and let's drag a cylinder in, and they want us to make it a hole. So the way we do that is when we let go, we say hole. Now you could have just dragged the whole cylinder in. It's up to you. All right. That was favorited. There's a section in here you can actually choose your favorites, and the shapes are there. Apparently, I really love cylinders. So then we click Next. The cylinder should be scaled to fit the finger it is made for. So you can measure your finger, measure the biggest knuckle on that finger so you make sure it fits. We will use 17 millimeters for the diameter in this example, but feel free to adjust the size to your needs. So they're actually telling us to change the size, and they don't mention that. The way that we would do that, I think they want us to just scale this down. So the best way, we would click here on the corner, and then we just type 17, press Tab, 17. So we have 17 by 17, press Enter. It should be the right size. Sometimes it doesn't align perfectly. Dragging it farther away and then bringing it back sometimes makes it so it's easier to line up. That looks pretty good to me. Wonderful. I right-click to change my view like that. Drag a cylinder shape to the work plane. This will make the outside of the ring. So what we just did was we created a hole that was 17 millimeters. That would be the size of the hole that you want it to be. Now they want us to draw another cylinder, but this is a solid. Okay, so it's not a hole. And we got that out there. Now, obviously, that's not lined up correctly. They'll address it, hopefully. Scale the new cylinder to be 4 millimeters larger than the cylinder hole. So that's just 17 plus 21, and that would be for both. I'm sorry, 17 plus 4, which would be 21. We get 17 because the hole was 17 by 17. So we want 21 by 21. So we can just type 21, 21. Wonderful. So just add 4. So if your hole was 10, it would be 14. If it was 12, it would be 16 and all that. Then we need to align it. Oh, they want us to change the height. So we're going to highlight both of them. That way we just change the height once. We can click this. We could drag down if we want. I prefer just to type it so I can get it exact. Press Enter. Keep them both selected and group them together. Maybe I missed a step, but that doesn't look like a ring to me. It looks like a moon. Highlight it. You need to align it first. So we're going to align. So I click Align, and then I want it to center itself this way, and I want it to center itself that way. And now that looks a lot more like a ring. Now I'm going to show you an even easier way to create this in just a minute. Oh, so they wanted us to combine them. I apologize. We click Group. And now there's a hole. Now they want us to rotate it. So you're going to have to change your view. So I'm going to rotate my view so I'm seeing it from the side. Right? Now I click this. I look for my rotation. See, there is this that moves it up and down, but then there's this semicircle with arrows on it. That's what I want. And I want to drag it to 90 degrees. The farther away I get, the more accurate I can be with that. Wonderful. And then if you want to make it match, you could, bring it up so it's on the work plane. So that's 0. And then you could move it over, right? I'm just using my arrows. And it looks like they want it moved over that. I'm going to use my arrows. Now when we look, it's perfectly aligned. And if you really wanted it perfect, there you go. Okay? Now they say, hey, wonderful, you did a great job. Congratulations. Let me show you another way we could have done this. So if I'm looking at this, and I'm going to rotate it back down onto the table, or onto the plane, onto the surface. Give me just a moment. 90 degrees. Bring it down so it says 0 on that right-hand number. All right. So if I look, my outside dimensions are 21 by 21. I could have dragged this tube in. I could say, okay, I want it 21 by 21. It was a height of 4. So I click that, I say 4, press enter. That's looking pretty close. If we remember, this was 4 millimeters thick, right? So if we go up here, we do have a wall thickness that we can choose. If you can get it to be 4, that's the hard thing. Dragging it gets a little old, so you can just click on that number and say 4, press enter. Interesting. So now I'm seeing that perhaps that's not correct. Maybe you know why. Think about it. We added 4, we didn't add 8. So we have wall thickness of 2. And I just made a wall thickness of 4. So let's fix that. There we go. And now we've got a ring that should be exactly the same size. And that was a lot faster. Okay. You can change the colors all you want. If you want to print one of these rings, okay, don't keep the ring. Okay, don't have both on there. If you want to print it, you can just go to export and you can download it as an STL or an OBJ. If you don't have a 3D printer, you could go to 3D print. You could send it to someone. Or maybe your local library does it. You could download it as an STL and then send it to them, and they'll print it. And normally it's pretty cheap. Okay? All right. Well, I hope that was beneficial. I hope you learned something. And if you know anyone that would benefit from this, please like, subscribe, share it with them. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you.